Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Frenzy. Frank is soaring with the Georgia Southern Eagles tonight as they get ready to take on Western Michigan, but he left me with a little bit of help. Fellow Pittsburgher here, Ashley Liotis, joining me tonight on the desk.
That's right. I know. Excited to be here.
Out of the field. Here you are.
I know. Usually I'm out there reporting the field. Today I'm on the desk. Excited to be here.
Yep.
Excited for some Friday night frenzy. Lots of high school games to get through. We're going to get started with our feature game tonight.
That's right. It was sponsored by J. Parker Limited. Benedictine at Vidalia. This one always a big one. We're going to start things off here with Tyleek Collins as he's going to go, and then it's going to be on third down. Well, that's going to be John Kennedy Wesley getting that one. The Indians will try for a 42-yard field goal. This one is just going to be short by Joshua Sowell. After a BC fumble, Vidalia will cough up the ball. Chris Harris Jr. picking it up, and he's going to get the recovery for the Cadets. So then it's back comes BC. Nick Iannode with the screen pass to Collins, and look at the move here by Collins. Whoop! He's going to go down the sideline, dive for the pylon, but he will not make it in. They'll be at the 1-yard line. So Kennedy again getting the honors will make it 13-0 BC. They go on to win this game 27-0, the final over Vidalia.
Over in Pooler, Southeast Bullock taking on Jenkins. This one started off slow, scoreless in the first quarter. But just as the second got underway, Southeast Bullock's Caleb Carter with the handoff to Chase Walker. He'll walk that in for the touchdown. Extra point makes it 7-0 Southeast Bullock. But Jenkins quick to make a move in the next possession. Javonte Middleton drops back, makes the deep throw to Jamonte Roberts. He'll run that one all the way in for a 71-yard touchdown. Warriors tie it up with the extra point. Jenkins will take it from there. Check out this catch from Middleton again. Dropping back. Yeah, I thought that one might could be coming at me, but Tyrone Scott makes the catch.
You got it. You got it.
Defender. I got it. That kid right there you saw was excited. Later in the second quarter, handoff to Joe Burke. He'll take that one in for another Jenkins touchdown. Jenkins going to take this one 41-34.
All right, Beach and Savannah will be homecoming for the Blue Jackets, with Beach trying to come back after a 6-0 deficit. The High will get the ball to start the second half on third down. The screen to Marquise Gadsden, and he's going to have some room down the sideline. Will shed a tackle here, and then he's into the end zone. Savannah not wasting any time. Blue Jackets, they're going to go for two, and the pitch is going to go out to Jaquan Chisholm, and he's going to reach for the pylon and will get it 14-0. The High with the lead. After a stop by the High, it's a quarterback keeper by James Jenkins. And he's going to pick up some good yardage for the Blue Jackets. Then a little pass out to who else? Gatson. Look at this play by Gatson. He's going to make a few people miss here, and then he'll just drag this defender with him about 5 yards to the end zone. 45-0 Savannah High over Beach, the final.
All right, over in Garden City, Islands taking on Johnson. Got some cheerleader action there at the end of the game. Johnson's ball here in the third. Looking for a receiver, but DJ Cone for the Islands. Pick six. He'll run this one all the way in. Extra point made it 28-6 Islands. Islands again with the ball here. Cabral Brown looking deep. He'll find James Shellman all the way down. Shellman gonna take this one all the way in for the Sharks. He don't even need to look where he's going. Next up here, Gus Bachman with the kick. That's good. Island's going to take this one 35-6, the final.
Brunswick at South Effingham, and the Mustangs still looking for their first win of the year, taking off a tough Brunswick squad. First possession for Brunswick, the Mustang defense with a stop. That drive will eventually stall after a 3-and-out by the Stangs. Jalen Jackson with the punt return here. He's going to get some nice yardage for the Pirates and get them up around midfield. He'll eventually be taken down. Then on a third down, Jamarius Stevens is going to find Sean Smith. He's going to avoid the tackle here, and he'll get the needed yards to pick up the first down. A screen pass then to Calvin Goddett. This one originally is going to be called a touchdown. He's going to reach in, but he will be down at the 1-yard line after the refs will get together and talk about it. So it's going to be Brandon McMaster who's going to get the ball and punch it in for the Pirates. They beat South Effingham 43-0, the final.
All right, Statesboro on the road at Appling County. Pirates start the scoring on this 2-yard touchdown by Kendrick Newkirk. 6-0. Now second quarter, Keelan Croby breaking free for a 59-yard touchdown. They add the 2-point conversion, and that will be 14-0 at the half. Now second half coming up here. There it is, second half trouble on the punt reception. A little bit of a fumble, and Issa Mobley with the recovery. That's going to lead to Tupac Lanier sneaking out. There he is, Lanier sneaking in, but Statesboro falling here 21-14.
On Thursday, Garden City check to Groves. The Rebels with a rude welcome for the Knights on the opening kickoff of the game. Tyshawn Daniels gets the ball inside the 10, and he proceeds to find a hole. And Mr. Daniels, he's gone down the sideline. 91-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. 7-0. Groves with the lead. Windsor Forest, they don't stay down for too long, though. Knights go to a heaping helping of Trayvon Bass-Black. And first, Black breaks loose. Then he goes 31 yards for the first down. A couple of plays later, Knights go to tie things up as Bass-Black scores from a yard out. Folks, the scoring was just getting started in this one. Next offensive drive for Windsor Forest. Yep, you guessed it. More from number 5 here. Bass-Black off the left side. He's coming this way, and he won't be stopped. A 40-yard touchdown run puts the Knights up on top, and that's where we would stay. Knights win a shootout, 47-40, the final in that one. Now, we are just getting started tonight on the Frenzy. We have a lot coming up after the break.
That's right. When we get back, we'll take a trip to the Low Country and check in with the road warrior himself, Dave Williams. That's all coming up when the Frenzy returns. Stick around. Welcome back to the Frenzy. Time now to get to the Low Country. First, we're going to head to Beaufort.
That's right. That's where we're going to find the Bluffton Bobcats. They'll be taking on Whale Branch Warriors in a cross-county game tonight. Bluffton just kind of been on a roll since their big Bridge Bowl win, and they would keep it going against the Wildcats. We're going to start with the Bobcats. Jermaine Patterson rolls to his right, connects with Ikeem Jefferson, and he is tossed out of bounds for a Bluffton first down. Patterson again finds Tyrese Sandergren over the middle, and that's going to be a nice 9-yard gain. After an incomplete pass, Patterson scores with his legs, this time going into the end zone, makes it 7-zip. Bluffton with the lead. Warriors quarterback DeJon Galloway trying to get something going for Whale Branch. He's going to hand off to Irvin Mulligan for a nice gain, and that's going to move the chains, but look at the stiff arm there. After the punt, though, that would lead to nothing. Jermaine Patterson finding Imani Thompson for another score for the Bobcats, and Bluffton, they go on to win this game big, 63-6. The final over Whale Branch. And John Paul II taking on the Rebels of Thomas Hayward. The Lady Rebels getting something going early, but it's going to be the Rebels on the field that are going to get the tear from the start. Jacob Masters hands it off for the 17-yard gain. Then Clark Tilton again finds a hole, and he's going to take it 54 yards for the score. Elijah Moreno takes the kickoff, and he's going to get belted by Alex Azirlo here. Nyleem Wright hands it off to Josh Horton for a few yards, but they would punt after that play. Masters hits Spencer Hexamer for the biggest play of the night, folks. Spencer going 70 yards for a touchdown. Looked him to go right down the sideline. Thomas Hayward goes on to win this game 48-0, the final.
See ya. All right, little skis action on a Thursday night. Bethesda with a 14-0 lead on Dorchester Academy. The Blazer defense making sure it stays that way. CJ Ford registers the tackle for the loss right there. Moments later, though, the visitors going to the air, but Bethesda, Simeon George, did you check that out? He's there for that interception. Look at him. Woo! The Blazer offense on the move now. Quarterback Deshaun Joseph. Yep, he calls his own number. Good decision. He takes it deep into Dorchester territory, but a couple of penalties will deny Bethesda of those points. Speaking of the points, the Dorchester going out to get the board late in the first half on the quick slant. Josh Ginn makes the grab and pulls away from the defenders for that touchdown. 2-point conversion would fail. It was a 14-6 Bethesda at the half. Now Dorchester storms back to win this one, 31-7, the final.
Well, it's now time to bring in another member of our Frenzy team, Dave Williams. Dave, making trips to Ludowici and Hinesville tonight.
Well, that's right, guys. So far this season, the Liberty County Panthers, behind University of Georgia commit Richard LeCount, appear to be poised for a nice playoff run tonight. The Panthers pouring it on, already up 27-0 in the second quarter, and it would only get worse. Chris Coleman takes the handoff, and he's into the end zone, 34-0 Liberty County. Then on their next possession, it's Coleman again, this time on the receiving end of the Nicholas Bennett pass. He's into the happy hunting ground, and it's 41-0 Liberty County. Meanwhile, the Panther defense, they were on the prowl all night long. Jaquan White has nowhere to go but to the sidelines for a loss. And then quarterback Calvin Turner knows the feeling as well a bit later as he's met by a couple Panther defenders. As Liberty County goes to 4-0 with a 55-12 win. In the meantime,
Do you want me to say goodbye? You want me to say goodbye instead?
Long County hosting Bradwell Institute, and this one was a good one. Bradwell gets the first big break of the game. Long County fumbles the punt, and the Tigers recover inside the Blue Tide 15. They would cash it in here a few plays later. Christian Evans into the payoff pasture from 1 yard out, and it's 7-0 Bradwell. But it wouldn't take long for the Blue Tide to respond in this one. Watch DeAndre volley. He feels the ensuing kickoff, and he has some jets on him. He makes it return into Bradwell territory. That wouldn't take him very long because 2 plays later, they will finish things off at Strip Stapleton, finding Jason Davis, and he's off to the races, finds the payoff pasture, and we have a tie, game at 7-7. It would finish tied at 22, the second straight kissing your sister for the Blue Tide.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, thanks for staying with me. For Ashley Lyotis, Stephanie Farad, have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.